Well, hello there, Libra. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your February reading. So we'll jump into it here. We're going to first take a look at the overall energy with the oracle cards. Then we'll go to the tarot for more details. All right, let's see what is on the horizon for you. White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. Wow, it's the number 66. Okay, so it's a master number. You know, sixes are all about victory and triumphs, right? And moving on from difficult situations or relationships, whatever. It's over. It's kind of like you're moving on and trusting in the magic of that. Now, I'm also going to say that we have the North Node in Pisces right now. And so because of that, right, there is this sense of magic for the next 18 months. So beautiful. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Wow. I feel like you have like this huge shift coming up. Huge shift. Like, you know, it's so funny too, because look at this raven and then look at the traveler here, right? And they're both looking in the same direction. It's almost as if you're changing direction. You're no longer allowing yourself, it's almost like, to me, both of them are putting their backs, right, to the past. You're kind of like, I'm done with that, right? You've done the healing. You've allowed yourself to say, I am done, and turning your back on that and going towards something new. Yeah, beautiful. What do we have here? Miracles. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. Yeah, so you have two cards here. They're talking about miracles, magic, allowing yourself to really kind of believe in magic. Yeah, you know, it is kind of interesting. Magic can't happen unless we believe in it. So it is about allowing yourself to get into that energy of believing. You know, Pluto has also moved into your fifth house of pleasure and passion and having fun. And that's the first card that's popping out. Perhaps you're allowing yourself to turn your back on the disappointments, especially while Pluto was in Capricorn in your fourth house for 15 years. And your fourth house is about home and family, right? So a lot could have gone on as far as a home or homes that you owned, right? You know, major shifts, transitions. It could be a big change in who is living with you or you are living with. There's this energy of, I'm putting my back to it. I'm done with it, right? The number 6, I'm moving on. I'm finding victory, but I'm moving forward into this sense of fun. Yeah, it's kind of like allowing yourself to go on vacation. It's like if you had a job that had kind of like what you might call like a busy season to it, you know, or something like that. And it's kind of like, okay, I worked really, really hard for the last, 3 months. I'm taking a week off. I'm going on vacation. This is, I worked really hard for the last 15 years, and I am really going in a new direction, right? I'm going on vacation for some time. Wow. Yeah, let's see what we have coming out here. Yeah, there's a truth coming out. Deep healing. You have happy success, the divine timing card coming in. Queen of Swords, seeing clearly what was holding, how difficult, I am going to say, how difficult you had 3 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Oh, and then we have the King of Swords, okay? So the King and Queen of Swords are coming out here. It could be in a romantic relationship, does not have to be. Could be in a business partnership, doesn't have to be. But there is something about, the King and Queen of Swords, your energy here, but the King and Queen of Swords are not necessarily, right? It's kind of analytical. There's not a lot of emotion in this, right? And I feel like there could have been some disagreement, going a parting of ways, if you will, in one way or another. And it doesn't have to be a romantic partnership, but there is something about understanding just how disappointing, how painful, how heartbreaking this was for you. And that it really did kind of, taint, I'm going to say taint how you moved forward. Perhaps trying to protect yourself so that you wouldn't be hurt again. Right. And that happens a lot of times when our heart is broken. For a while, we just kind of like protect almost overly protect our heart because we have to do that healing. But I feel like you're understanding, okay, I see clearly now that I have moved on from that. I'm ready, ready to put that in the past. I am ready for happiness and success once again. Because there is something here about a truth. And, I said that earlier. Ace of Swords, truth be told, both of these are about getting down to the truth. Things are no longer going to be hidden. I feel like part of it is, this King and Queen of Swords could be a truth coming out about the counterpart. But, the King and Queen of Swords could also be you, okay? Both of them could be you. The divine feminine and the divine masculine of yourself, and understanding, right? Looking at the situation and seeing the truth of how painful it was, how it did hold you back from being able to move forward in fun. I just want to say in fun. Yeah, because we have the unfinished symphony, we have fun. I think the unfinished symphony is the energy around whatever disappointing occurrence happened here, right? The Three of Swords. Understanding, okay, I had to get maybe more clarity, maybe allowing yourself, right? Almost like acknowledging to yourself how painful that was. It is true. You're an air sign. I'm a fellow air sign. I'm a Gemini. So sometimes air signs, we don't like to feel our emotions, right? We'll analyze it. We'll analyze it, right? Or Geminis, for me, are really good about sticking our head in the sand and just not recognizing it at all. Just moving on, pull up the bootstraps and move on. This could be that you're recognizing just how detrimental this was to maybe they're saying psyche, but just really your heart, how painful this really and truly was. Yeah, but this is good. You have Archangel Michael coming in, helping you to step into recognizing how this difficult situation that you have moved on from, and you really have moved on from it, right? But understanding that has helped you to be the King of Wands, which is my spiritual teacher card, right? Allowing yourself to heal through this situation has allowed you to be a healer for other people. Right. And to step into an energy. I feel like the past relationship or situation, there could have been a dynamic in it where you felt like you could not be yourself. Okay. Whether you felt like the other person wanted you to behave a certain way or something like that. Both of these are energies. Nine of Pentacles and the King of Wands are both very independent. You had to go through something with this breakup. There was something that helped you to heal. Temperance energy, Archangel Michael coming in to help with this, so that you could get back into the energy of truly loving yourself for who you are and not allowing yourself to fall into that beautiful harmony that Libras always want, right? Not allowing yourself to overgive to a situation or be overly flexible to a situation. It's helped you to become stronger. The King of Wands is very independent, kind of like, okay. And, there is a little bit of sense here of feeling, yeah, you have the Eight of Swords here. You may have felt for some time, kind of caught up in your head, trying to analyze this situation, why it didn't work, or why somebody did something, or why you reacted, right? It could be that you spent a lot of time doing that, but you were keeping yourself kind of like encaged imprisoned, if you will. Okay, here's the truth. You're understanding. Okay, wait a minute. I see this. I think you're seeing it more on a spiritual level and allowing yourself to move forward, because the thing that is holding you back is that you have this energy of perhaps trying to, I feel like it's the air sign part of you that may have tried to see, is there a way I could fix this? Is there something else I could have done, right? Because air signs, as air signs, we like to, solve problems. That is the King and Queen of Swords, right? I'm going to analyze this situation. You could have gone to therapy and, there's nothing wrong with therapy, right? You could have gone to therapy. You could have analyzed this with your best friend, whatever it is. But in the end, right, you had to allow yourself to see the truth of the situation. I think you may be learning a truth about the person, right, that broke your heart. You could be learning a truth about that person and understand that there was a part of you, okay, that maybe wanted to reconcile, fix this situation, even perhaps wanting this person to somehow not move forward, thinking badly of you. Not that you did anything wrong, right? But it's kind of like, but I don't want them to hate me. There's almost that message. Well, if they want to move on, that's okay, but I just don't want them to hate me. Even if they hurt you, right? It's kind of like that energy. It could be with a Cancerian, doesn't have to be, but it has been hard for you to move on, kind of trying to figure out, is there a way I could fix this? Or is there something else I could do? Will this person come back? You've been struggling with that for some time. So here we go. Your advice. Interesting. We have professional assistance. Maybe acquiring a counselor or a therapist that helps you to understand, moving forward. I also feel like I want to clarify this, because I feel like there is also something here with the professional assistance. It can be a lawyer, it can be a financial person of some sort. It could be somebody coming in. I feel like you could be learning a truth. Yeah, ooh, lots of conflict. Yeah, there's something here about a lot of conflict. I almost feel like for some of you, I'm getting the energy, and I don't know how this applies. This is a general reading, but you could have a situation in your life where there's a lot of conflict, and it could have to do with money. It could even have to do with inheritance or a will. So you could be having a lot of conflict with other family members, or there could be, I get a sense of something either financial, so that could be, an estate, an inheritance, a business, a family business or something, or some way that you may share. It could be if it was a divorce, something here about money. I feel like there's something that is in conflict. There's a lot of conflict. And for some reason, you may have been wanting, right? 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups, staying in your heart space. But I feel like there's people that are causing drama. The 5 of Wands is my drama card, okay? There's somebody here that's causing drama. There's something here where you could have, I feel like there was an opportunity to heal the situation, because we have the 4 of Swords and come to the edge, right? You have healed from the situation. You are moving forward. That is the Fool card, right? You've done the healing. You're ready to move forward. But there's almost like this drama that's coming up. What is this drama, please? Ooh. Yeah, 10 of Swords. I feel like there's, you have a 9 of Swords. Anxious about going in a new direction. going in your own direction. There's an offer here, okay? An offer to go in a new direction. But look, we have the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and then the 3 of Pentacles, trying to work something out, trying to take it to a new chapter, right? But there's something here about really allowing yourself to ask yourself why you want this situation, why you're trying to get it to work. There's something here that is helping you to see what may be at the root of what your inner child is wanting at this time. I'm going to pull an archetype card. Let's see, because I feel like you're doing a lot of healing because of this conflict that's coming up. You're getting some truth about yourself. And when you recognize this truth, don't think that that's a bad thing, right? Because when we recognize the feeling that we are wanting out of the situation, there's some conflict, okay? And I feel, once again, it has something to do maybe with money. So family money, family business, inheritance, estate, talking about a will, whatever it is. There's some conflict here. And what you are wanting, Libra, is for the situation, for everybody to be happy. It's almost like you're trying to appease this person or even a group of people. That's why I feel like it's kind of some family drama that may be going on. But there's the sense you're worried because it's got to end, like we're all going our own separate ways, or we're coming back together. You're wanting, I feel like for some of you, okay, you may be wanting this deep down subconsciously, okay? For some of you, may want this to come full circle, to reunite, to say, hey, let's do the healing together, right? A sense of healing. And in that, asking yourself why you want this to come back together. That is the key to understanding, I feel like, what your inner child is wanting in this. Yeah, scribe, preserving knowledge and information, altering facts. I feel like there is something here about somebody. Yeah, somebody is altering the facts. That is the conflict, right? I feel like what may be written down and what somebody is trying to say should be written down a little bit, or it could be a situation where you were negotiating with somebody, right? And you had an oral agreement, and then then they said, okay, well, I'll write it down. And they wrote it down, but they didn't write down what was orally agreed upon, right? Or they could be accusing you of that, Libra, okay? And it doesn't mean, because with the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups, this is the energy of, I want this to work out. There is something, you want something to work out. But because of what was written, I feel like somebody wrote something down. There's a truth being revealed about what was written down. I really feel like it has something to do with like family money or something like that. Because it is, I think there's part of you that wants to have this group or whatever. This may not be resonating with very many of you, right? But it's kind of like, I want to bring back this energy of, perhaps these are your siblings, right? Or something like that. These are your siblings that you're arguing with about maybe an inheritance or something like that, or a family business, and you're selling the business or whatever. And it's kind of like, I remember when there was fun. Why are we having to be in this chaos? And I think you really and truly do. There's a part of you that deep down inside, your inner child, does not want this situation to end. And so asking yourself, why you don't want it to end, but then are you allowing yourself to overgive in the situation so that it doesn't end? Yeah, there's something there about that. Here's the thing, going back to this, right? I feel like you're allowing yourself to follow your heart, to literally follow your heart in this situation. It could be too that your heart is telling you one thing, but what's coming out of your mouth is something totally different, right? Yeah, it is. That is a very air sign. I'm an air sign, right? That is a very air sign thing, because we don't want to always acknowledge our emotions. So we can be feeling one thing, but saying something else. And I feel like there is something like that here. Yeah. Where, yeah, it's a decision time. You have to be able to communicate what it is that you really and truly want and why it's important to you. There's something there that brings you deep healing, Libra. That is the key. It brings you the deep healing. Now, keep in mind, we have this energy of magic and miracles. So I do feel like there is something, whatever your heart is really and truly desiring in this situation, you are going to get it. You are going to get what it is that your heart truly desires. And it's about allowing yourself to get out of your head. Don't get too caught up in your head, trying to strategize. I think the best thing to do is to communicate what you're really feeling, allowing yourself to do that, to open your heart. Didn't we have truth be told here? Open your heart. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Yeah, I know that's going to be hard, because I feel like it's almost a little bit of energy where, you know, bows and arrows, arrows are slinging through the air, and it's kind of like, okay, yeah, we did. Truth be told, speak your truth. It's the only way you're going to get what you really want. But here's the thing, you have to first sit with it. What is it you really and truly want? Don't think about the other people and all of that. Get back down into your heart space. What do you want in this situation? Yeah, really kind of interesting. Yeah, what can I burn? One of my very favorite cards. It says burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. And that's exactly what we have here, right? We have the Phoenix Rising card, the rebirth card. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Yeah, I feel like you are really moving on from the situation. I feel like for some of you, there is something about writing it down, right? Writing down your emotions at this time, really allowing yourself to connect to that inner child within you. What is going on here? And understanding. I feel like there could be a little bit of a mess here, but I also feel like you're ready to allow yourself to do the healing. And doing the healing doesn't mean you just leave the mess behind. Okay? So there is something about doing the healing, helping to clean up the mess, and then moving on. Yeah. I had this situation in my life at one time, and I'll say it did have to do with an inheritance. And at the time, I had a really good friend who said to me, and it was really a difficult situation for me. And she said to me, you know, in the end, right? In the end, like, is it worth, there was a lot of the Five of Wands. She was like, is it worth, you know, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Is it worth all the fighting and everything? And I was like, no, it really isn't. And I allowed myself to clean up the situation the best I can and then just move on. And I feel like sometimes we have to allow ourselves to do that, saying it's not worth it. I'm not allowing myself to get too caught up in all of that, and allowing yourself to move forward in a beautiful way. Yeah. I think you're overthinking it. I think part of it is here, Libra, and I'm sending you so much love and hugs, because I think part of it is that you're in your head, you're kind of overthinking it, maybe a little bit, right? And you could be kind of trying to think of everybody else in the situation. The truth is, all that really matters in this situation is what is in your heart. What do you really desire? Allow yourself to use that information to move forward in whatever direction, right? In whatever direction, however that applies to this situation. Allow your heart to follow your heart. It says follow your bliss. Well, bliss is your heart. Follow your heart and trust in the magic. If there's something here you're trying to heal, trust in the magic. Allow yourself to speak your truth from your heart, not from what you could have a good friend. Maybe you're trying to reconcile something here or something, and you have a good friend. Well, if you say this, then, you could even have a lawyer that says, well, if you say this, then blah, 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 strategizing. That's kind of like, no, just open your heart. Just say what's in your heart. Because when you say what's in your heart, it does help to heal this situation. Wow, powerful, powerful message here. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. And I hope you'll check out my Aquarius season 30-day challenge. So anyway, I'll have that playlist linked at the end of this video too, somewhere here. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.